What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the Bailey Joe Show, Bailey Joe Card Show. Tonight, we got some great things planned for you. We're going to be talking about this Joe Burrow card that our uncle packed, actually. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Tom Brady and how his prices are going to be affected by the Rob Gronkowski trade. And then we're also going to touch on some of the strategies that have been working for us to win eBay bids and how to create a good offer for somebody. But before we get into that, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about our personal box breaks that we're going to be doing this Sunday. If you go on over to our website, baileyjoecards.com right now, you can buy a spot into our personal breaks where we'll break a blaster for you or a mega box or as many as you want. We have a ton of blasters listed and about 10 mega boxes listed, so it's a great way to get the cards. You're probably not going to find these anywhere at all, and most of the blasters that I've seen are coming with autos. The megas are coming with autos, and another thing that we just added to the website is this Raz break. So for a Raz break, it's $5 is gonna get you one entry into our Raz. It's basically a raffle, so it's just a raffle replaced with the word Raz. And we're gonna roll a dice, and whatever number you're given, if you win, you're gonna get a $30 blaster Panini Prism draft picks box. So it's just it's a good way to potentially gamble and get yourself a box. And gambling's always fun. So. And also, the last thing, if you do buy a box from us or even enter our Raz, you're going to be entered into a chance to win this 2019 Panini Prism hanger box. You can get some Kyler Murrays in there. I've seen those going for crazy money. So if you're interested, let us know. We'll be sure to answer any questions that you have. And go on over to our website right now, baileyjoecards.com.
I'd do it. I would do it.
I would do it too if I weren't the person breaking the cards. But first things first, let's look at this absolutely gorgeous card. I know you two can't see it, but you have seen it.
We got a monster.
What's that?
I said we got a monster.
Yeah, this is literally an absolute monster. A 4, numbered out of 5, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, autographed by both of them. I can't believe it. So if you're interested in opening or entering our personal breaks, this is something that you could potentially pack because one of our very close family members packed it himself. Crazy.
Mark Green, shout out to Mark Green. Nice pull. Way to go. Hot hands.
And thanks for the content, Mark. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks again, Mark. We'll be seeing you on the show here soon. I'm sure it will only be a matter of days, and your face will be right up here with ours, just like the Brady Bunch.
All right, so let's start talking about Tom Brady. What are you thinking about him? You were looking into buying some sort of big card.
Yeah, the Tom Brady Chrome, Bowman Chrome rookie. It's kind of what I'm trying to get into buying, but we were talking about on the last show the difference between a PSI 10 and a BGS 9.5 and like the prices, and we know it's kind of close to that 60% like the BGS is compared to the PSI 10 price. So like if one's selling for $100, the BGS version would sell for like 60.
All right, I'm pulling up the graph. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, so like the last sale for a PSI 10 what was it, $3,468?
All right.
Is that what it says?
Yep. I'm looking also on eBay for it.
Okay, cool.
I gotta.
And then
the last one sold for $3,400 PSA 10 top scroll.
3468.
Yeah, on auction. And the BGS 9.5, the last one sold for, they're selling between like $1,200 and $1,500.
Yep.
Wow.
So, so if you multiply that out, like
1,000 one sold yesterday.
What?
$1,000 one sold yesterday.
Yeah. So I mean, it's over 3. You know, the BGS, you multiply it by 3, you're still not at PSA's value. So basically, the BGS is worth, in this case, 33% of the PSA 10, and like it's not. In my opinion, it's not. So like that's a really good investment, you know. And this again, what makes me an investor instead of, I guess, collector, because I mean, I don't want to just go out there and spend $3,500 on a PSA 10 when I can get a BGS 9.5, and it's virtually the same exact thing in the public's eyes for like, you know, a third of the price.
You said typically it's like 2/3 the price, right? BGS.
Yep.
What makes this card so different than you think? Why do you think this one's so much less?
Because the supply of the BGS 9.5 right now, there's like 4 or 5 currently active on the market. Is that right? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's for the refractor. The refractor's like 10 grand. It's crazy. The refractor's ridiculous.
So what's your plan by buying this BGS? Are we gonna have to crack this baby open and send her into PSA or what?
Potentially. I would like to do that, man. That's why I'm trying to buy one. I have my eye on one right now where it's a 10 surface, but the centering's only a 9. So I don't know. We talked about that yesterday, but the centering, I don't think PSA cares as much as long as it's not crazy. And what's off center is the back of the card. So
doesn't even make sense.
Like the back, I mean, the back of the card, how much is that really worth of the entire grade? Like 30%. Like if the front of the card is perfectly centered, but the back of the card is off center, what? Like, is it centered or not? What do you think?
Dude, I'm looking at this Tom Brady PSA 10 refractor, and it's listed for $74,995.
Yeah, in a SGC, I was watching today for $6,400. It popped up, and like I thought it was a really good deal, but I don't have $6,500 just laying around to throw into a SGC Tom Brady chrome refractor. But I just checked it right at the beginning of the show, and it sold like, I don't know, earlier today. But it was up for one day. But it was a really good price because, I mean, your PSA 9s are selling almost for like 20 grand. So I mean,
BGS
close.
9 sold on April 20th, 2 days ago, for $9,200.
Yeah, so like 9 grand for a BGS 9, and that was an SGC 9 that sold for 6,300, I think. But a PSA 10, I mean, there's one active for 75 grand right now. I mean, it's probably worth like 35, 30, but I mean, 30. I mean, 30 would put it at 3 times as much as a BGS 9.5, which is that's what Tom Brady's that's what his chrome's going for. So, but anyways,
so people sending them into BGS are just devaluing these cards.
Yeah, but BGS sometimes, I mean, they're quicker to get it back to you.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to increase the value at a way more conservative, lower rate than a PSA 10 would. So you send it into PSA 10, and you also not only have the risk of not getting a PSA 10, but you have the risk of 6 months later you get that card back, and now it's not worth anything because your player tanked in the draft and didn't go as high as you thought, or it wasn't performing, or tore his ACL. BGS, you send it in, you get it back, and it's conservatively going to increase your price, 2 or 3 times rather than the 5 or 6 or 7 or 8.
So why do you think this card has gone so much? Do you think it's because of the trade and people are starting to realize like, oh, Tom Brady's literally going to retire in the next couple of years? So
honestly, look at his graph. I don't think it's gone up at all, except for the PSA 10. The PSA 10 is kind of like the first catalyst of it. But if you look at it, it was like, what was it, like $1,000, $1,200 back in January, and that's when cards were like half as much value as they are today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on March 26th, it was $1,800.
Okay.
That's less than that's literally less than a month ago.
Yeah. What was it in January on Market Movers? Do you have that?
January 25th, 2,250. So it went down.
Yeah,
obviously.
So it went down?
No, it went down from January to March, end of March, but that's like obvious.
Yeah.
You have to factor in the amount of people that are joining the hobby at an exponential rate, though, too. I mean, that is alone enough to make
literally in the last 3 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean,
All
we do have
Let me.
to go back to the fact that the stimulus check, people have nothing to do, like they have nothing to spend their money on. So like
Nobody has
naturally,
anything to watch either. There's no
yeah,
sports on.
there's no sports. Like I feel like that is playing a huge role in why prices have shot up as much as they did.
Which is why you need to buy 2020 Draft Prism like right now,
I mean,
or
there-
tomorrow, or the
No,
next day. If your guy gets
let's just say
drafted,
this.
you
Let's
gotta
just say
buy it.
this. 1 year from now, when someone watches this podcast and sees that you could buy an NFL draft picks blaster box for $30 and have it sent to your house, people are going to cry that they didn't buy one.
I'm gonna
Yes.
cry.
Be like, man, you could have got a Joe Burrow auto in there. Our buddy, our cousin pulled one to 5 today
Yeah. It's
out of
like
a retail box. You
$2,000 card or something like that,
yeah,
probably.
you just turn into $30 into $1,000 at least.
Where do you put that next grand? Okay, you
Work.
do have a grand right now sitting fresh on the table. Where do you throw it at? At the Tom Brady?
Wow.
Yeah, actually, I do. Yep, I go buy one of his Fleer Ultra. His blue. They're kind of rare.
Dang.
Dude, I have a Fleer Ultra 2002. Tom
Do you?
Brady.
That's awesome.
PSA 10.
That's rare, man.
Yeah, I know it is.
$100. Throw it up. Buy it now. I might even buy that for $100 from you. Let me see it.
120.
I'm ready to make a deal on the show.
You ready to make a deal on the show? All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Doing deals with you. Yeah. Way to go. Good idea.
It's actually a 2004 Fleer Ultra.
Wow.
A 2004 Fleer Ultra.
I like the way that Tom Brady is in that funky baseball.
All right. Why don't we flip a coin and go either $60 or $80?
Hey, I'm in. Okay.
All right. Give me heads.
Let's. Oh my gosh.
Can I
Joe, are you
do?
flipping for us?
Can I
What
just?
is?
Can I just roll a dice and you get even and I'll get odd?
No one can see that dice. No one even knows. But yeah, it's the $60.
Dude, I'll be honest. I crossed my heart.
I'm not even sure what's happening.
No. I think Joe's got to do it, man.
All right, fine. Wait, but all right.
How about I hold a number, either a 1 or a 2, behind my head.
Oh no.
You want to
I'll
pick
let
or
you choose, Bailey.
Wait,
I got my Venmo up though, so it's
so
either
you
60
got it.
or 80.
You want me to choose?
Yeah.
All right. If I'm right, then I get it, and
Come
if
on,
I'm wrong,
Bailey Joe, man, you guys got a little. Come on,
What's the bet? What? I don't even know what the bet is.
$60
right,
or $80 for that Fleer Ultra Tom Brady.
You're either going to give him 60 or 80 for it. So he's getting
that
me.
boy. Yeah, whatever number. Yeah, he's got to get your number right to get 80 though, or he's getting 60.
So if he gets it right, you give him 80.
Nick, can you just put it like behind your hand like this,
Yeah. Let me put
so
it
that we
behind.
can't see it? Or all right, that's good. All right, ready? All right, ready? I
Yeah.
choose 1. Damn it! No.
$60. Tom Brady.
Oh, I
On
should have
its
known. All
way.
right.
Wow. Looks like Sports Investor just got himself a little deal.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, dude, I think I got the deal there. I'm gonna.
On its way.
Both 60 and
$60.
$80 were more than Bailey paid for it. So he is winning.
All right, let me just go in. Hold on, let me talk about this real quick. So the BGS 9.5, there's 3,200 that have been graded for the Chrome total. So there's only 3,200 that they've graded. Now there's 2,600 that PSA's graded. So there's like 5,600 total, like 5,800 total. Tom Brady's.
Great.
Chromes, okay. Now 1,500 came back positive for BGS, so like almost 45%, and PSA had a 40% PSA 10 rate. So you had a 45% chance to get a BGS 9.5, and you have a 40% chance to get a PSA 10. So like they're virtually about the same, right? But yet the BGS 9.5 sells for 33% of the value of a PSA 10.
But they got it back quicker, and they might have flipped it before the PSA even got back in the mail.
I know, but that it's just like, why don't you buy them all up then, break them out, send them to PSA?
It's such a, it just depends on who you're buying, right? Someone like Tom Brady, that's a long hold anyways. So who cares about sending it to BGS? You don't need it back quick unless you just are a little bit worried about PSA grading a little bit harder on the centering or whatever.
Right. But if you're in it from an investment standpoint, I'd much rather get $3,468 instead of $1,200. You know,
that's
for the same car. I mean, we're talking triple of the money, and you can invest that into 3 more BGS 9.5s, and send them in. But I think it's just super undervalued in some cards. Some cars it's up there, man, but it's just, I don't know, you gotta study it up.
Dude, how did you know the price of that card?
I don't know. I look at prices like every day.
If you would, there's one listed on eBay right now for $57 plus $5 shipping.
For what?
This exact card.
Hey man, you got a deal on that.
Yeah, dude, you saved $3.
I've been buying so many I didn't know you were talking about that card, but I've been buying so many Tom Brady's lately. I feel like PSA 10 should be minimum.
Did you see what Tom Brady's doing for the All-In Challenge? Have you heard about the All-In Challenge?
I have not.
Where celebrities and athletes all around the world are giving away just like extreme giveaways to people because of what's going on with Corona and everything. And his giveaway is like, you get to go to his house, you get to go like to a game in Tampa, you get to do all this crazy stuff. And the comments I'm seeing on some of these posts, people are like, I'd sell my family to get this giveaway. People are like,
what?
Yeah, there's all kind. It's called the All-In Challenge. It's hashtag All-In Challenge, and like Trae Young is doing one. He's flying people down.
Is it on Twitter or Instagram?
It's just all over the internet. You probably could find it pretty quick on Twitter, I would imagine. But yeah, the All-In Challenge, and just athletes, celebrities, people with lots of money, and just doing these crazy giveaways, just like once in a lifetime opportunities for people to like go hang out and just kind of like get away from all this crap.
Okay, so it says with a starting bid of $50,000. Wait. The experience includes 4 tickets to Tampa Bay's home opener and Brady's game-used jersey and cleats. Pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that insane? I don't know how to enter, but I would love to. I'd love to be chosen for that. Wow. What was the first thing you would say to Tom when you saw him?
How many times have you kissed Rob Gronkowski?
You just wasted your question. We all know that. We all know that Gronk is down on his knees for Tom at any given second.
Come on, Jerry. Cut that out.
Cut that out. Gronk.
Tom's my boy. All right.
No, Tom's a man.
Tom is
always
a man.
Gronk, no.
Honestly, I don't even think I'd be able to say anything. I think I would just sit there and just be like, "Can you talk?" I just want to hear you talk.
Yeah, maybe try to arm wrestle him or something cool.
Dude, amazing, crazy.
Dang. What's next on the docket?
We got to talk about some ways that we're finding successfully on how to win eBay strategy or eBay bids or offers.
eBay bids and offers.
Yeah, I'll start by saying the one thing that's worked the best for me is by finding a page or a seller that has multiple cards listed and trying to create some sort of bundle for I've done that twice now. I bought two Aaron Judge and two Gleyber Torres PSA 10 rookie cards. All four of them from the same guy, and he gave me like at least probably a 20% discount.
Do they have to be listed as accepting offers for that to happen, or do you just message them straight up?
I go to their page and just message seller. You know, you can message anybody on eBay. They don't have to be accepting offers. I wouldn't like do it too often because I'm sure most people don't love it. It's like, dude, I have my card listed as for a reason. Like, I don't want offers. So, I mean,
well, I don't know why people are listing cards. I mean, I think it's fair to throw any value at somebody.
I do agree.
For whatever reason you want, but all they have to do is say no. I mean, but that's a great strategy. I mean, how often are you finding cards that are listed, you know, with someone who has multiple listings? Are you finding you're going to the same person for, you know, over and over? Are you buying from the same people, or how's that going for you?
I haven't noticed that I've bought from the same person. No. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, literally like last week I got 2 packages from the same guy on. It was either the same day or the next day, and I didn't even realize it.
So you missed out on the shipping for that.
So I guess one really good piece or tip that you could do is if you find somebody who has a card that you want and you're going to write an offer for it, go to his store and look at other cards that he has to see if you might be interested in those, and just like have that in your mind that you're going to try and bundle anything.
For sure.
I feel like that's a good tip.
Yeah, I agree. For sure. I've done that a few times too. I look all the time, especially if you're going to buy a card that's raw that you might want to potentially try and grade someday. I always check like what else they have in there as a seller, what else they're selling, because if they're selling a lot of other PSA 10 cards or BGS 9.5s, it just kind of gives it away that they're probably not, that card's probably not a 10 or a 9.5, so then I kind of shy away from it. But if they're selling all other raw cards, then I'll take a closer look at it, I guess. But yeah, and you can save on shipping and bundle things for sure.
You can also filter your searches to only show people that are accepting offers. And
you told me this. That's right.
Typically what I'll do is, if I know a card well enough and I know what price range it should be or what price range I'm willing to pay for it, I'll filter the search for that card to only show accepting offers, and then I'll even take the price range down of the price range I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And throw in some offers, man. Usually it's like a, 10 to 20% lower offer, depending on what the card is and how they have it listed, if it's appropriate or not. Come away with some pretty good buys that way. I mean, don't be afraid to give a low ball offer, or it may not even be a low ball offer if it's somebody who just is listing a card because they just want to get rid of it,
For sure.
But,
dude, I mean, it's not, as a seller, if I get a low ball offer, it's just like, no, like all you gotta do is click one button. Like, why are you to get upset if somebody lowballs you on eBay?
At a minimum, too. You should do that.
That's true, and you can set a minimum. So
don't waste your time with low balls. Like, you know what your card's worth.
I mean, it's not like, I don't know. I feel like it's not like a waste of time. I guess it is literally a waste of time, but like,
right?
What is it, like 3 seconds? I don't know.
It's not a waste of time. I mean, you guys are already, like, if you're looking for one specific card, you go through, you find the ones that you like, you put them in your likes, that way they're all there, and you look at them all, and I usually throw an offer into all of them, and I'll throw like a low ball offer into all of them, and a lot of times one of them will accept it.
You only get a certain amount of offers, though, until you... 5? And what's the time period?
24 hours.
Yeah, per listing. So... like, I've gone back and forth with someone, like 3-4 offers back and forth, and finally we agreed on one that was lower than the original listing offer. So a lot of times I like to underbid just to get them to a point of where I'm comfortable buying.
I did that yesterday. I went back and forth with a guy like 3 times. He had it listed for 50, and then he had it lower. He lowered it himself to 40, and I offered like 28, and we got down to like 32. So I saved $8. It was a Corey Seager PSA 10 Topps Chrome Refractor.
Wow. I was looking at Kyler Murray optic silvers today. Those are cheap, man. Cheap. Like less than $40. Some of them I saw, like around there.
I'm looking.
I just got an offer on my Joe Burrow, $425.
What do you have it listed at?
I bought it for $341. I have it listed for $499, and it's a red, white, and blue out of 99, but one out of 125 just sold. I was watching the auction for $515, and mine's up for $499. So I'm thinking about taking it down and increasing the price.
You might be able to revise it still, and probably not if there's an offer in already.
I think I'm just going to
put an offer back at like
take $490.
Yeah.
There's two listed like that right now.
At $499?
Yeah.
And they're both out of 99?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
There's one that just sold that's out of 125 for $515.
Dude, the guy listed the same card but put $395 for shipping instead of your $399.
I would wait, man. I would wait.
They're both gonna sell. I'm not worried.
Next couple of days. Yeah, I don't know.
$490 is the least.
If you think if you're so sure it's gonna sell, then why wouldn't you raise it?
You're gonna get another
because
offer.
I have a lot of them. I have like 4 other ones that are all numbered like 75 and 125. So that one, I mean, I bought it for $360. So
decline and raise the price. Funky Sports Cards said. Yes.
Wow. Well, is there anything else that you guys want to say on some strategies to win eBay?
Strategies. I think it's all about how much research you put into it. And, you know, if you've got the research and the knowledge to know what the card is going for, you're going to find a good deal for it. You will. You don't, you know what I mean? You just don't buy the cards that aren't good deals. I mean, you just having patience in the sports card market, I think, is so key in all of this.
For sure. Yeah, don't do what we just did where we bought a Tom Brady without looking up the price beforehand. Make sure you know what the price is before you get into an auction and you're buying it.
Dude, but you knew the price.
Yeah, I knew the price.
No, I knew the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew the price. That's why I was okay with it.
Sweet.
There's a couple questions on here real quick if you guys don't mind asking.
All right, let's see it.
There's a good one here by H-Town Hustle says, what's your take on the 16 optic hollow Tom Brady blowing up over the last month? You guys know anything about that?
The 16 optic hollow?
Yeah.
Like the silvers or like the numbered cards or just optic hollow?
Optic hollow is the optic silver, basically.
Okay.
I mean, it just comes down to him being traded, and then if it shot up in the last couple of days to Gronk being traded to be with him.
You think that Gronk being traded to be with Tom Brady has elevated Tom Brady's prices alone?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And football cards in general are seeing a huge spike right now. I'm telling you, across the board, they've always been a lot less than basketball cards, but they are spiking at a fast rate, like a Zion effect.
If Tom Brady doesn't get traded to the Buccaneers, do his prices skyrocket?
Not yet, but once he has even a thought, or people have a thought of him retiring, they do. This is like his final season, his final season. What do you call it? His victory lap. Like he's going to the Bucs. He's gonna live in Florida, nice Tampa Bay, Florida, like one of the nicest places you can live.
Yeah. Gronk is gonna continue to try and get into his boxer briefs for one more season.
I think he's gonna succeed.
No, but Tom's gonna bitch slap him.
And on that note, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Super appreciated. Loving this community so far. You guys are all awesome. Seriously appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, and we're honestly almost there. I think we only need like 20 more, maybe. But if you haven't checked out our box breaks yet,
that's one last thing. I think you should probably just, get into a box break with us.
Yeah, just make sure that you go over to baileyjoecards.com right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least think about it,
Well, you've got some incentive here, knowing that you've got an opportunity to get into the Raz for $5. If you do purchase, you get a chance at winning that Panini Prism box. Is that a 2019?
Yeah, Kyler Murray, Reddit Cracked Ice.
Kyler Murray,
Get it.
Cracked Ice is in there probably. So $5 for the Raz, $30 for a blaster delivered to your.
Yeah, let's make some money. Let's do it.
We're all just
get
trying.
Joe Burrow, and you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
Get the Joe Burrow. Watch the draft. We're thinking about doing some live action for the draft when that begins. That's tomorrow, right?
Yep.
That'd be fun. So yeah, we're just loving the support, loving you guys. Can't wait to continue on. And another quick shout out, if you guys don't mind, for the Card Genie app by our new friend Brian Rabe. He's got a amazing app out there for keeping track of all of your sports cards, getting quick references to eBay and prices and PSA population reports. Just a great way to store your collection and to just kind of be able to list it quickly on eBay, be able to check prices on eBay fast, and just have your collection right there with you at all times, and be able to show it off, do whatever you want with it. But we've all been using the app and really loving it, and can't wait to have him onto our podcast here as well soon to tell you more about it.
Awesome. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and we'll talk to you guys over there. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
You got it. Peace out.